Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And I want to quickly give you guys an update about what's going to happen to XRP/Ripple a little bit later today, as right now we are really waiting for a tweet on Brad Garlinghouse or Stuart Alderoty or something like that, talking about their motion to dismiss. Because yes guys, that is exactly what we're waiting for today. Not a big hearing, not a really big conference call, anything like that. No, we are waiting for a document. And I will most likely stream like the hour, the minute, I don't know, the document comes out, because I'm watching Twitter. All right, I have my freaking hawk eyes locked right now. I am watching like crazy. I have my notifications on my phone for a lot of different things right now, and I'm just chilling, waiting. Because what are we expecting? Well, Bitcoin right now is still following the pattern which we said we wanted to see, which is basically making higher lows, right? Again, very obvious I would say, but still to give you guys a little indication here, we've made a low, and a new low right here. And right now what we want is to retest this high. We want to at least touch it. Falling back down then would be okay. I wouldn't say it's a-okay. It's okay, but we would rather just kind of go just a little bit above that. What would showcase that to us? Well, that would showcase there's still a lot of positivity in crypto. We all know, I think you guys have all seen it before as well, that the total market caps are continuing. I mean, it's still skyrocketing here, and even the one with Bitcoin, I mean, they're both just skyrocketing like crazy, which means there is enthusiasm for crypto, don't get me wrong. But can that be sustained? Well, after a little while, if Bitcoin actually makes a top right here and comes back down, altcoins will follow too. Right now, they have free reign because Bitcoin is going sideways a little bit and the dominance is being taken over right now by altcoins. But we want that to continue on forward. And for that, I would say Bitcoin needs to keep this momentum up. And we really have no more room to grow for higher lows, as Bitcoin right now is narrowing down. All right. So the one thing that we could see is, for example, a new higher low like right around here, and then kind of spark back upwards. That would also be fine. That would give us a couple more days breathing room, but we have to make a choice really soon. Is Bitcoin going to retest the all-time high, or finally, after a little while, make a lower low? Now, on that same note, XRP, we have already, a little bit early today, spelled out two different scenarios, all right? The upside and the downside, like always. But what are we expecting exactly? Well, this document, which is going to be coming out, is the motion to dismiss, which is purely for Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen to really just get rid of the lawsuit against them. Get Brad and get Chris out of this lawsuit altogether. But as you've obviously seen in my video from yesterday, at least I hope, the document on its own is really not that big of a deal, as it's going to be, first, it has to be granted, right? Where you can actually file the letter. Then, now Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen are going to file the letter. Then a month later, I believe May 13th, something like that, the SEC can respond to that letter. And then like a month or so, or a couple weeks later, Ripple can once more respond to their response. So this is just the start of something. It's not like a judge is going to rule something here, right? However, we might be speculating on that a little bit. Like what we're kind of speculating on right now is that Ripple is going to come up with a document with some crazy facts that we hadn't thought about, or some crazy new insights that they've gained throughout discovery, or I don't even know what. Some crazy insights to really just get this motion going, like to dismiss the whole situation. That's what we're waiting for right now. That could most likely spark quite a nice little rally to about $1.70, $1.69, $1.68, which is the area we've covered a little bit before in the stream. It's basically the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level from the big highs to the big lows. The big high is January 2018. The big low is March 2020. The downside is basically, if you check back at the big bull run in 2017-18, a correction on XRP was roughly about 35% all the time. Right now, this little blue area here is kind of what we dipped into a couple of times right now. We kind of said yesterday that this is our support for right now. You're seeing it's coming back into there exactly like predicted, because we're going to kind of base it around here before we make a determined move. And the determined move is most likely going to be once the lawsuit document comes out. So this was a really perfect prediction. I'm really happy with that we're trading sideways right now, as that was exactly the prediction. Really, sometimes things go better than I even anticipate. So that's pretty funny. But I was also telling you guys and everybody over on Patreon that I am buying every time the price goes down 10%, plus a couple other things right now, right? It's over on Patreon. It is going so crazy. It's almost full, by the way. This one sold out within a lot quicker than I expected. This one is also almost sold out. We might get some more slots for it soon. I'm not exactly sure about that, but they're basically the same. However, these are just the first couple of supporters. This one is also going mad crazy, and this one is something you don't really need. I've just had some people say, hey, can you give me personal one-on-one support? No, I don't do that, but if you really want to, we can make a couple of hours free, and we can really go to town, I guess, and really go over everything. So that is why I made it now. For if people really want to have everything safe, they have a lot of money, maybe they want to get into crypto, it is a possibility, but it's not for everybody, all right? If you're on your own, and you really just want to know what to do, it is not that hard, right? Use the Google, and if you really can't figure it out, you might also want to join Discord, but there is always the risk of somebody trying to scam you into something. But yeah, so highest probability would most likely another bounce. Why? Well, we're still not having a document out there, but I am willing to buy once more if we get to this little area, right? That's something I've also explained before in my videos. Why this little green area right here at the bottom? This is actually a little correction right here. Let's quickly see, all right? This would mean, for example, about a 25% correction or so. This is because this is the previous resistance level, which we breached. Again, at about $1, yeah, what is it? $1.1312, something like that. And then most likely a little bounce because we're going to test it, then come back upwards, and then bounce a little bit lower, as you can see. Most likely between about 30 to 35% correction, which we've usually seen. And this is another area which is really interesting if you look back into 2018 and whatnot, all right? So is this going to happen? I don't know. All right, which one of these two is going to happen? I do not know. If you want to, for example, take the first resistance as a bouncing point, for example, I've told a couple of people, what you want to do then is, this is, by the way, risky. I'm just quickly saying. What you want to do then is go wait for the bounce. Once it goes back upwards, so you get a confirming candle, you enter to the trade with the stop loss below your point. Just a little bit. Pretty tight, not too tight. And then, of course, your target could be a little bit before our next resistance area. So maybe like right around here could work fine. For example, 2.5 ratio to everything could work depending on your bigger strategy. But that is something which is definitely feasible because we'll most likely come back to this area anyway. There's a couple other things I should tell you. We have 1 week before the next lawsuit document, which is the motion to... Which one is it now, guys? Let me quickly see in Discord. I've put everything down there just to make sure I never forget anymore. But let me quickly open it up here. The 19th is going to be the motion to intervene from John Deaton. That's another really positive thing because once more, it's not like the judge is going to do anything on those dates. It's just kind of John Deaton bringing up his motion to intervene because it has been granted and he is allowed now to do us, right? So a little bit later, Thursday is going to be the motion to strike. That is the first quote-unquote negative thing for Ripple. And I would kind of expect, if I'm honestly speaking here, that the 22nd is going to be the first day where things are going to maybe go sideways again. And that is why we're kind of hoping that the price is going to be doing something like this throughout the 20th or something like that before falling back down because people are anticipating a negative document to come at the 22nd. That is usually what happens. Once more, guys, this is not financial advice, nor am I certain I'm going to be right, but this is usually how it goes. I'm just preparing you all for it, right? Just trying to prepare you all for it. I'm just refreshing every single Twitter right here. Brad Gallagher is being refreshed constantly. Stuart Alderot is being refreshed constantly. All of these guys, I got to monitor them because once the document comes out, we have a couple of minutes, couple of hours maybe to just quickly react to it. So if you want the bigger Twitter accounts, just watch Brad Gallinghouse, I would say, and Stuart Alderot. He usually posts something about it. Here, for example, if you scroll through here, you'll see he mostly posts whenever it is important, whenever they got an important document going on, March 60th, for example, and whatnot. Brad Gallinghouse also usually covers it. But otherwise, just check out Twitter, man. You will find it. There's going to be so many people who are going to be sharing it. John Dean might be another good one. My Twitter, you could hold if you want to. And I'll most likely start streaming if something happens. Yes, guys, I'm going to stay behind my computer all freaking day to be able to stream instantly when things pop up because we want to know. We want to see, all right? So once more, John Dean could be an interesting one. Maybe the other guy, what's his name now? Jesse Hines could be a good one. Or the other lawyer, Jeremy Hogan, could be an interesting one. There isn't anything out just quite yet, but we're watching, all right? And let me know down below what you think is going to happen. And make sure you press the freaking subscribe button for the daily crypto updates. I mean, if you don't get these notifications, maybe you should subscribe, you know, maybe it's worth it. And put the notification bell on. I said it's worth it. And I really mean so. It is worth it. We can make a lot of money with XRP. I keep telling people it's all about timing it correctly if you want to make some quick money. If you want longer term money, it is not really a big question though. XRP, in my opinion, is one of the best chances for us to make a lot of money. And a little bit later today, I have another cool video on that coming out. Just explain to you guys how people who try to time for the longer term will almost always lose. And it's basically going to come around where I made a ton of videos back in 2020, March, even talking about why I'm buying XRP. And there's always these negative Nancy's just saying, XRP is not going to go nowhere. I'm waiting for even a bigger dip. I'm waiting for 10 cents instead of 11 cents. Yeah, that attitude is going to really not get you far, right? So yeah, that was it for today's update. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I had some things here about Stellar, VeChain, and whatnot, but I mean, those coins are all juicy too. But right now, all the attention should be to XRP, as that is our juicy pony right now, right? So let's watch, let's stick around, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto update.